Okay, factor the expression. What that means is put that into the form of P1 times P2. You want to put those there, P1 and P2, that's fine, but that's the answer. You're not getting answers for X, it's not an equation. You don't see equals, you're not solving for X. Now the game's going to change a little bit. So you see we have three terms, the 4x to the second, the negative 8x, and the plus 3. So anytime we see three terms, we're going to be making the GCF box. And then we're going to be making our table. Okay. Table with the parentheses. So GCF, easy to check for. Okay. Do you have a letter there? No. Do you have a negative there? No. 4, 8, and 3. Now 1's not the smallest, so 3 is the smallest, so at least look it up. Okay. So I see a 3 in its own row. I do not see a 4. I do not see 8. Now I work my way up. There's a 3, 4, and 8. That'd just be in the one row. So if it's only going to be in the one row, we just flat out don't do it. Now, A, B, C. You find your AC product. You take the 4 times the positive 3. Okay? 4 times 3. Positive 4 times positive 3 is positive 12. If you get a positive, you need to write the word match. Just match the signs up, okay? Just put negative, negative. We'll switch into positive, positive if we have the wrong sign, okay? Now, you want to write add to whatever the B is. Our B is negative 8, okay? So I can stop adding when I add the two things and it's negative 8. Or if it's positive 8, we'll just switch the signs, okay? Put a division sign after your 12. So 12 divided by 1 is 12. Add those. I don't believe that that is negative 8. It's not. 12 divided by 2. 2 and 6. Add them. Negative 2 plus negative 6. Negative 8. And I want it negative 8. Now, here's where the game changes, not by much, but there's something you have to do. A here is 4x to the second, not 1x second like we're used to. A is a 4 with x to 4 multiplied by x to the second, so it's not a 1, okay? So starting now, you're going to make two sets of parentheses. You're going to drop your minus 2 and your minus 6. Now, where there's a 1, we see a 4. Now, when you see that number, whether it's 4 or 8 or whatever, you're going to lead off with that number. 4, 4, x to the second we know is xx. Now, this is wrong, okay? You can't put that here because you see 4 times 4 is, that's 16. I don't have that. And then on that, negative 2 times negative 6 is, that's got to equal to 3. This is what you do now. Okay, before you never had to do this because there's always a 1, but now that it's a 4 and the leading coefficient's not a 1, you underline the 4 and the 2. And you're going to divide those by a common factor, the greatest common factor. 2, look in the 2 row since it's your smaller of the 2. Here's 2, here's 4. We're going to divide by 2. And that's 2x minus 1. Cross that out now, and that's your first P, first factor. Now, you repeat the process with 4 and 6. Now you're going to look at 4, okay? Here's 4, no 6, though. Here's 4, here's 6, so it would be 2. So I'm going to divide by 2 in that. You're looking that up on the table to see what to divide by. That's 2x minus 3. And there you have it. Circle it. That's your answer. Now, to prove why that's correct, if I multiply this, distribute 2x to 2x, 2x to negative 3. Just watch this. And then negative 1 to 2x, negative 1 to negative 3. It's 4x to the second, negative 6x, negative 2 with a factor of x, and positive 3. Now, if you slot them, get 4x to the second. Combine those, that's negative 8, and that's 3. Exactly what you started with, so we broke it down correctly. Okay. Same rules apply. You're just going to make 4 parentheses, and whatever the a is, that's what you put in front of your x's, and then you divide. You're like, well, how do I know what to divide by? You look up on the table. Okay. We're not doing this. Out, out. Let's go to this one. Actually, no, get rid of that one. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. 6x to the second power plus 7x minus 5. Okay, so GCF and the table. Since there's 3 terms, this is always how we break down 3 terms to get to the 2 parentheses. I do not have a letter. I do not have a negative. 6, 7, and 5. Look at 5. There's a 5 in its own row, but I do not see 6. I do not see 7. The next time I run across 5, 6, and 7, okay, is in the 1 row. So out. Now you take positive 6 times negative 5. Okay, positive 6 times negative 5. Positive 6 times negative 5, use a calculator if you need to, it's negative 30. So now what's a negative mean? Well, that means a mismatch, okay? Mismatch, just put 2 different signs, okay? If they're in the wrong spot, we'll figure that out later. We have to add to whatever the b is. The b is positive 7, so that's what you're adding to, same as before. 30 divided by 1 is 30. That does not add to positive 7. Okay. 2 and 15. 2 plus negative 15, no. Remember, if you get a decimal, you skip it, same as before. 3 and 7. 3 and 10, 3, 10, 3, 10. Now add them. Negative 7. Well, I'm good on the number, just not the sign. Well, that's easy to fix. You just make your 10 positive and your 3 negative. Okay? All right, now, A, go up and look at your A right there. It's 6x to the second. It is no longer just always 1x to the second. So you make 2 sets of parentheses, you put your minus 3 and your plus 10. Now, instead of putting a 1, 1, we're going to start with 6, 6. Now that's wrong because 6 times 6 is not 6, but that's why you divide down. So look this up, 6 and 3, look in the 3 row. 3, there's 6, we're dividing by 3. And that will take that to 2x minus 1. Then the 6 and the 10, look in the 6th row. Here's 6, there's no 10, so you go up. Here's 6, here's no 10, here's 6, here's 10, so it's 2. So 3x plus 5, okay? There you have it, okay? 2x times 3x is 6x to the second, negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Now, sometimes, on that last part right here, if they're only in the first row, you can divide by 1. It'll keep it the same, but heck, it doesn't hurt anything.